Bitcoin is 24/7, global and liquid. And so people do sell what they want to sell. Now, we see that stocks are down this morning, and I think that many assets will get sold when people are able to sell those as well. But also, I think that a core function of Bitcoin is not only the accessibility, but it is the volatility. And what you're seeing here is that people are reacting, whether it's positive or negative. Bitcoin just moves more. And ultimately, if you look over the last 90 days, Bitcoin's up 15%, and it's up over 50% in the last year. So I think Bitcoin investors are very happy that they're continuing to see volatility.
Bitcoin Zela stands out with its simplicity and clarity. We've crafted an experience that anyone can dive into, whether you're a crypto expert or just a new to the crypto world. Now, guess who keeps his eye on us? The author of best-selling book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And we want to take this opportunity and thank all the people who trusted us, and we read every comment. And the best part, it's free. Subscribing now means you will get all new information for free. Don't just follow the trends, stay ahead of them. Subscribe to Bitcoin Zela today and enjoy the new edge. Anthony Pompliano dives into Bitcoin's wild swings, stablecoins, and his bold $1 billion Bitcoin plan. Let's hear him out.
The overriding theme of the past 2 months, though, has been cool inflation and more dovish comments coming at least from some members of the Fed. That's what Bitcoin wants, isn't it? I mean, a rate cuts, QE, anything that increases the number of dollars out there. The big beautiful bill is going to add how much? I mean, all these things seem like they're playing right into Bitcoin's wheelhouse. It was up to 110,000 from where it was at 17, 2 years ago? 17,000? It wasn't that long ago. So it's come a long way, but it is. And you can't look at it the way I'm looking at it.
If you think about that volatility, Bitcoin was down, $75,000, $76,000 just a few weeks ago.
Right.
We're back up over $100,000. And so again, it's the volatility of Bitcoin is what is attractive to a very large audience of those holders. But also, I think that the large pools of capital now realize that it is big enough for them to allocate to. And that's where you're really seeing kind of this adoption, both on Wall Street and at the nation state level. And I think that's only going to continue.
Samson Mow is doubling down on one of the boldest Bitcoin predictions out there. The arrival of the Omega candle, a massive single-day surge that could push Bitcoin's price up by $100,000 in 24 hours. In a brief tweet that stirred the crypto world, Mow simply stated, "The Omega candle is coming." When asked what that meant, he confirmed, a giant daily move that could be the catalyst sending Bitcoin toward his long-standing $1 million target. Mow, CEO of JN3 and a vocal Bitcoin maximalist, believes Bitcoin is destined to hit $1 million, whether it's this year, next, or eventually. He insists that if the world truly understood Bitcoin's value, it would already be trading at $10 million per coin. He often refers to Bitcoin as the Alpha and Omega, highlighting its unmatched decentralization and immutability. This week's price momentum, fueled by major buys from institutions like Strategy and Metaplanet, is adding fuel to Mow's narrative. Strategy acquired 245 BTC worth $26 million, while Metaplanet added 1,111 BTC valued at over $118 million. Bitcoin's capped supply of 21 million coins and the recent halving in 2024 only strengthened the belief in its long-term scarcity and value. For Mow and many Bitcoin believers, the Omega candle isn't a fantasy, it's a matter of time.
And that is as an alternative to fiat, and there's only 21 million. Because stable coins, based on the dollar, if they're real and have 102% backing with treasuries or however they want to do it, that could, seems like, put it on Ethereum or whatever you put it on, that could take the usage case away from being a big benefit for Bitcoin, couldn't it? If Bitcoin was stable, get up, let's say it gets up to $1 million a coin, which I'm just...
Well, Bitcoin is stable. Bitcoin is stable.
Right.
One Bitcoin equals one Bitcoin. And I think what you're seeing is the Bitcoin dominates.
I know that you don't want to use it necessarily. You don't want to buy a pizza that's worth $1 trillion in 10 years. So it's not being used for that yet. You could use stable coins the same way, couldn't you?
Yeah, well, I think what people are doing is they're saying, I want to hold the things that will be valuable in the future, and I want to get rid of the things that aren't going to be valuable in the future. So they're literally selling the stablecoin. They're saying it's not going to be valuable in the future, and they're saving and holding the thing that's going to appreciate in value, which is Bitcoin.
Okay, so those are different usages then for Bitcoin. Bitcoin ever become the the way that transactions are done around the globe instantaneously?
People already do that to some degree. I think it'll continue to become more and more popular.
The question is, in a stablecoin world, does it erode the value of Bitcoin in that regard? Meaning to the extent that people want to be able to move money from place to place to place.
Yeah, well, I think
Right, that's part of the argument about what Bitcoin's able to do.
I think right now we still live in a dollar-denominated world, and so people are pricing the assets in dollars, and so people are going to spend the dollars to buy those goods. As you see more and more organizations start to price things in Bitcoin, which is a big if, but if that happens, then you will see Bitcoin become the medium of exchange, because now what you're doing is you're taking away that exchange rate or that volatility in dollar prices.
Okay, different question, just about your own life.
Yeah.
So you're going to have now the Pompliano empire between the SPAC, which you're working on, between this effort, between your media efforts, how are you going to devote yourself to these different activities?
Yeah. Well, today we're announcing what is the largest initial fundraise for a publicly traded Bitcoin treasury company in history. We've raised over $750 million. It's a $1 billion merger with the Columbus Circle SPAC. And the idea here is we want to really be successful in the financial services sector. And so if you think about this Procap SPAC, that is a dollar-denominated vehicle to go and do an acquisition. The Procap Financial is the exact same thing. It's a publicly traded company where we can go and we can acquire Bitcoin.
Right.
And so I think that that is where my entire career has sat. I sit at the intersection between the internet and the Bitcoiners and the institutional world. We've been very fortunate to have a lot of institutional investors participate in this round. But also, I think that there is a dollar-denominated world and there's a Bitcoin-denominated world. And what I want to do is continue to sit at the intersection of that and provide ability not only for myself and our shareholders.
Operating these businesses? Are you effectively the CEO operating them, or are you going to have teams that are doing this for you? How's this going to work?
Some of the different vehicles, obviously, we will hire entire dedicated teams. In the private market, that's what we've done. We own a lot of businesses. We have CEOs and executive teams that run those businesses. I will be the CEO of Procap Financial, which is the business combination with Columbus Circle. And what I believe is the opportunity there is you're able to acquire Bitcoin, but then not only just acquire Bitcoin. Buying Bitcoin and allowing it to go up in price obviously has been a successful strategy. But I believe that the future of these companies is going to be how do you build revenue and profit, the financial services on top of that. No different than if you look at the traditional financial service firms. They have a balance sheet of dollars and they go and they build these financial services on top that drive revenue and profit. I think that you still have to build a business on top of a big pile of Bitcoin.
Very good. All right, Pomp. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for having me.
Okay, you're welcome.
Bitcoin's price is climbing once again, rising over 3% in the past 24 hours to hit around $105,000 on June 24. This surge follows a sharp jump from a low of $98,240 just 2 days earlier, reaching a high of $106,100. The upward momentum appears driven by a combination of global political developments, investor sentiment, and strong technical patterns shaping the market. A major driver behind today's rally is the ceasefire agreement between Israel and Iran, which was announced by former U.S. President Donald Trump. The resolution comes after a tense 12-day conflict that rattled global markets and dragged Bitcoin briefly below the $100,000 mark. With fears of further escalation and oil supply disruptions fading, investors are once again shifting back into riskier assets like Bitcoin, pushing its price higher alongside the broader crypto market. At the same time, U.S. spot Bitcoin ETF are experiencing a surge in capital inflows. For 10 consecutive days, these funds have attracted investor interest, with a massive $350.6 million added just on June 24. Since their debut in January, total inflows now exceed $49.9 billion. This growing demand for regulated crypto exposure is giving the market a strong boost in confidence. Additional data shows institutional investors are doubling down as well. $1.24 billion entered crypto investment products last week, with Bitcoin products alone capturing $1.1 billion of that total. Major firms like Strategy, formerly MicroStrategy, and Japan's MetaPlanet are making substantial Bitcoin purchases, signaling deepening belief in its long-term value. If you've been with us so far, a big thank you. Don't forget to subscribe for free to Bitcoin Zela for your daily news. The link is waiting below. That's all for today's crypto news. Stick around for more updates, insights, and analysis on cryptocurrencies. Share your thoughts in the comments, like this video, and subscribe for more exciting content.